Hey, it's Carol here, and I'm back with some more travel content. This time we're in Scotland, and I'm currently in Edinburgh. This is going to be a slightly different season. Rural Scotland. I didn't really know much about it, let alone anything about a northeastern town called Blairgowrie. I grew up here as a kid and then eventually moved away to the cities for work as soon as I was old enough. However, having travelled the world recently, I noticed that the hidden places I randomly encountered along the way gave me a richer experience than any major city I'd been to previously. So, I've challenged myself to go and explore and rediscover the people, places and experiences of the hidden parts of Scotland to uncover the stories they may have to share. In this episode, I'm escaping the hustle and bustle of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh, using the public transport to help me along the journey northeast to the town of Blairgowrie, and here's why. I really love going from a bustling, busy city to a small, wee, cosy town that's away from the hustle and bustle of the city, because it's so peaceful, it's so relaxing, you're really close to nature, you're really close to adventure, and it tends to be a lot cheaper. So if you go away from the city and go to a wee town, you'll find local guides, local tours, and they tend to be a lot cheaper than if you were to buy them from the city centre tour packages such as Edinburgh. Getting yourself away from the city and into the local places, because it's the local people, it's the local experiences, it's the local culture, it's the local history, and it's not always obvious. It sometimes requires you to do a wee bit of digging, and that, I think, is where the fun lies. That's where the adventure is, and that at the end of the day forms your memories, and that's what you can look back on, and that's where you can really cherish the time you spent in those wee towns and the adventures that you had and the things that you discovered along the way. That's really what makes it in Scotland. I got the airport bus, which took about 30 minutes to get me into the centre of Edinburgh. I got off at Edinburgh Waverley, which is literally a 2-minute walk from Edinburgh Waverley train station, which was great. So before I did the train though, I went and got myself a cup of tea. As you know, I love my tea. So we went to a small little cafe called Edinburgh Waverley Cafe. And the great thing about this cafe was their teacups are actually made from plant starch. Now, I think off the top of my head, if I can remember correctly, that's 70% made from plant materials and 30% made from filling material, like something to do with, I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it here. But I thought that was really good, and I really want to make more of an effort to find these places, especially since I drink a lot of tea. I would really love to be able to be a bit more mindful about my tea consumption and the packaging, the amount of packaging that I buy. At around 1700 though, Edinburgh began to attract much more attention and actually became the centre for ideas, philosophy, history and sciences and medicine and all that kind of thing. So people came to Edinburgh for those kind of things. And when I look out into rural Scotland, I kind of see some similarities, especially when I look into Blairgowrie. Towns like Blairgowrie, I can see some things that Edinburgh and Blairgowrie have in common. Blairgowrie, for example, has a thriving creators and makers community whereby every single year they create handmade goods and sell them to people who are passing through. And it just shows you that Blairgowrie's got so much talent, and all it really needs is a permanent base just so that these people can actually have a place to come and connect and share ideas and have reliable access to equipment and just things like that. I think if Blairgowrie was able to do that, something which Edinburgh has done, then I think Blairgowrie will attract and retain even more creators and makers from throughout Scotland, because it's such an amazing wee town, and it's just got a vibrant personality to it. It's in a beautiful setting, it's surrounded by nature, and it really is amazing. After a night full of thunderstorms, the weather's actually turned out not bad at all. I was really actually thinking that this would all go to hell today because of the thunderstorms last night, and it was absolutely raining like hell this morning. But nope, we're all good. I'm just waiting on my train now. I'm actually quite early, to be honest, about half an hour early. I've just got to wait. So when you get into the train station, usually you want to get the train that goes to Inverness if you're going to Perth from Edinburgh. So that's the Inverness train. I'm getting the one at 7:30 tonight, and about 7:10 now. So I've got a half an hour to wait yet. So yeah, I think the ultimate goal for the Blairgowrie series is to connect. Simple as that. Just to connect with other people, other creators and makers, and find out stories in rural parts of Scotland. Edinburgh and Blairgowrie are respectively very different from each other, but they share many common values together. They are both very welcoming, kind, comfortable and creative. However, I hope to discover and learn more about what Blairgowrie has to offer in their outdoors, nature, arts and crafts, farm to table and community projects. And as I ride this evening train north, away from the hustle and bustle, and witness nature slowly reclaiming what was recently steel and concrete, the yellowy greens of the rural landscape inspire me, and I can't think of a better place to uncover my first story than Blairgowrie's River Ericht. In episode 2, I'll be learning some interesting things about the Blairgowrie Bridge crossing over the River Ericht, which happens to be the start of an amazing scenic journey along the river. And I can't wait to share the story with you in the coming episodes. I have no idea what to expect, but I will remain open and curious to all the experiences Blairgowrie has to offer.